What's going on, my people? It's your boy Young Twin in the building. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you read it right. English is the official language of United States of America. Once again, they're saying it's the first time in American history, but I was taught. Well, I did take a French class when I went to the school here. Well, let's get into it, and then I'll come back and give my commentary on it. Come on.
The president is set to make English the official language of the United States. The White House says it will make government operations more efficient and promote unity. NBC Bay Area's Ian Cole explains why some argue it's a way for the administration to punish immigrants.
President Trump says for the first time in our country's history, English will be the official language. The executive order will allow government agencies and organizations that receive federal funding to choose whether they will offer services in other languages. Throughout the Bay Area, local governments publish in multiple languages on their websites for their residents. Todd Dubois is with U.S. English, a group that has been working to get this done for years.
For us, it truly is best to make English our guiding star and our standard because that's just historically been what's brought us together.
The executive order rolls back another directive under President Clinton mandating those agencies provide assistance for other languages. Dubois says that they are not against the use of other languages, but believe there should be an emphasis on Americans learning English.
There have been observations time and time again that people make more money and are more successful and just flat out lead better lives if they know at least enough English to be considered English proficient.
But members of San Jose's Vietnamese American community say allowing federal agencies to only use English will punish immigrants. I spoke with Philip Wynn as he was traveling.
I think it places unfair burden or expectation on many of these immigrants, refugees to assimilate into quote unquote what is like the right American culture. And that I think implies that there is a wrong way to be American.
He says like many kids, he grew up translating for his parents.
The burden then is not only placed on the parents, the refugee immigrants, the first generation, but also on the second and subsequent generations to serve in that role of interpreter translator, especially at a very young age.
Neither expects there will be many changes here in California. More details on what is in the executive order will be released after the president.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I wonder how that's going to work. Far as restaurants and things like that. I want to read an article real quick before I start with this commentary. Washington. President Trump is prepared to sign an executive order, which is it's already been signed now, designating English the official language of the United States for the first time in the nation's history. First time, huh? I'm learning something, y'all. Is y'all with me? Trump's action will rescind a mandate, terminate a mandate from the former President Clinton in 2000 that required federal agencies and recipients of federal funding to provide language assistance to non-English speakers, according to the White House. The move comes as Trump has moved aggressively in the first 5 weeks of his second 5 weeks, y'all, second term to crack down on immigration, which over the past half century has brought people from around the world who speak hundreds of languages. However, federal departments and agencies will still be allowed to provide documents. I mean, we got some paper, sign this and we finish documents and services in language other than English. The White House said in a summary of the order, agencies have flexibility to decide how and when to offer services in languages other than English. Basically, they have their own discretion if they want to provide any other language, any services for any other language to best serve the American people and fulfill their agency mission, summary says. Between 350 and 430 languages are estimated to be spoken. Wow, that many? In the United States, with English overwhelmingly the most common. The White House said the goal of the order is national unity, arguing English as the national language fosters national cohesion, helps newcomers engage in communities and traditions, and enriches and share culture. The order encourages new Americans to adopt a national language that opens doors to greater opportunities. The White House said. Hey, man, I was looking at some documentation on getting a green card. I was looking at some things on how getting the green card, because y'all know Donald Trump just came up with a green card, was a gold card now. So it made me actually go and look at what were the requirements to get a green card. And so I saw that it was you had to know some things about history. I mean, some American history things. You know, you had to, they knew some things as far as language. I mean, it wasn't languages, it was more like the history of the United States. Who was Abraham Lincoln? Who wrote this order? Who, you know, stuff like that. If you know, if you have to get a green card, you have to know a little bit of American history. But I never seen anything about the American language. But I think it was in there somewhere. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about it, but I am going to tell you what I think about it. I think it's a good thing because everything has been catered to other languages, other nationalities. Everything has been catered to these people. I mean, you can, like, everywhere you go, it's spelled out in Spanish before English anymore. If you call on the phone, they'll give you the option to speak Spanish before they give you the option to talk English. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if this is gonna apply for when you call these companies and you can barely understand what they're saying. I mean, I know people gonna get mad. I don't know if it's gonna affect companies like Boost because they own these I don't know if you can say Arabs or whatever. They own Boost. So I don't know how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? I just don't know how it's gonna work. But I think it's a good thing. I do remember taking French class in elementary school some years ago. But hey, I didn't do too well. Okay. It is what it is, man. You know, I know, and I noticed through the video, people were saying he's doing this to make. I ain't gonna say they say he's doing it to make people suffer, but hey, man, hey, this is America. This is America. I mean, you got people waving their flags in this country. My thing is this: if you love your country so much, why are people over here? No, this is people that want to take over our liberties, our freedoms, our resources. Okay, that's all this is about. I'm tired of people trying to make it sound professional, trying to say it in a nice way. It is what it is, man. You know, I'm sick and tired of it. I think it's a great thing. You're gonna come here, you at least speak the English, or you have to learn the English. I have a lot of friends and I won't even say friends. Let's say classmates. I sound like them now. I have a lot of classmates that I went to school with and college with that speak different languages. All right. It is what it is, man. Shouts out to Donald Trump. This man been in office for what, 6 weeks? And he's just, man, he's really doing what he said he was going to do. Leave comments in the. Let me know what you think about it. I think, like I said, I think it's a good thing. I mean, you can't go nowhere. I want to also elaborate on this. I worked a job last year, and it was in a plant. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to even say where it was, but I will say 70% of the staff were foreigners, not not HR, human resources, or the big, the bosses. Most of the bosses were white Americans, but the workers were you didn't understand what they were saying. So we would have, I guess you could call them powwows. We would have powwows in the morning. All right. And basically, or whatever shift, second shift. Hey, basically, we're gonna be doing this many doors today. And we want you guys to tighten up on line B, line C, whatever. But as we were having these powwows, these meetings, you had about 20 of these foreigners that they said they didn't understand English. I knew they understand English because we will be working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, sometimes 60. You'll see them slip up and use the English language. And you would look at them and I'll be like, I thought you didn't talk English. And they just smile like, gotcha. It's like a smack in the face. Gotcha. And so what I would tell my supervisor, I would say, hey, man, this is we're having meetings, but these people don't understand English. So we're only having these meetings for me. It was me and one other black dude. I forgot his name. So when things went wrong, they got on us. The company wouldn't even bring in interpreters. I mean, this is $1 billion business. I mean, they make parts for General Motors, Volvo, Mopar, Ford. Okay. They make, they got money. They pay payroll. You can't bring interpreters in here. And the lady that owns it is an Indian. She's a foreigner. But you're that lazy to where you don't want to bring in interpreters. So basically, all the American workers there took the hit. When things came out bad on the line, we would, they'll come at us. Hey, we need to do this. We need to do that. And I used to tell them, I say, hey, man, what about my man Pedro over there? What about them? Well, we really can't do nothing because it's a language barrier. What? A language barrier? Everything in these jobs now is a language barrier. I'm sick of it. Everything. Well, it's a language barrier. It's like these people are scared to touch these people. They scared. Well, we can't mess with that. And you know what? I know why they felt that way, because they had the government backing them. Well, not anymore. Shouts out to Donald Trump for making English the official language in this country. I love it. And I can't wait to see what it brings. I know people are like, oh man, yeah, you something, hey, whatever. But shouts out to Donald Trump. I just wanted to come in and drop a quick video on that. Be sure to like and subscribe to the video. Leave comments. Let me know what you think of this this move Donald Trump just made. I think it's going to be a good move. And yeah,